with the weather being so darn hot, I don't feel like being outside. So sometimes I spend the early mornings watering the plants, taking care of the chickens, and then I rush back inside. I don't want to get eaten by mosquitoes. So I'll end up doing little crafts indoors. So, and I do that in the winter when it's too cold. So likewise, hot or cold. So I made some oven mitts, some hot pads with little hooks. So this could be used for Valentine's Day or Christmas, and this can be used for Valentine's Day. Really sweet. And then winter is coming, so usually I tend to make these little booties. It's one and the other, but I make these booties, and they're nice and cozy for walking around the house in. And it only costs like a skein of yarn. And here I have yarn because another thing I've been up to is making little flowers. So what I do is I save a lot of these little rings that come off of, like, say, kombucha bottles or other type milk jugs and stuff like that. And so they have little rings or they have bigger size rings. So this came from a salsa bottle, a salsa container, and as long as it's clean, and I just crocheted around it and made little flowers. And you can put a magnet on the back of it, and you can stick it on the fridge, or you can sew it to a shirt and or a sweater. And in fact, you can even stick a person's picture in here, so like your kids' pictures, and have, like, say you have 2 kids, you can put each kid's picture in there and stick it on your refrigerator with the magnet. So I have it in various colors, and I've just been playing with the different colorways. And here I have a flower that also you can put a person's picture in there, and I use pipe cleaners to make the stem. So that's really cute. And I've just been, like I said, trying different colorways. So that kind of keeps me busy, and I get to create things for my family and friends and stuff like that. Hi friends, so it's been several weeks and I have made several more of these flowers using these bottle rings, cap rings. And so here is one that's a double layer of loops, and it's made of cotton yarn. So technically it can be like a dish scrubby or a face scrubby or a body scrubby. You just apply some soap on here and just scrub. So I haven't yet decided what I want to use for it, but it's great, and you can stick your hand in there. It's great for a small child to use to scrub up. And then I have many more of these flowers that I've created. So this one has a backing, and so you can just pop a little circular picture in there, and it'll hold the picture as a little picture frame, and then pop hot glue a magnet to the back. And I have that in an array of colors and sizes and designs and patterns. So this was with a bigger hoop from a salsa jar bottle ring, and I washed out the ring and I just made it so it's even bigger, so you can stick a bigger picture of someone in there. And same here. And then this one, I haven't done the back, but it can also be used as like an ornament. It has a little hoop to hang, and several other colors, color combinations, and just having fun. And they're great because you can give them away to people as gifts. I made a coaster and I tried a different type of pattern. Not sure yet what I'm going to do with that. And besides that, I brought out my hot glue for when I get the magnets onto these projects, and I still have a lot more hoops. And so recently my son made me this sign that says Serenity, and he's going to do the other part, Serenity Garden, so that I can hang this up in my garden or set it up as a sign in front of my houseplants, something like that. And I love when he's creative. And then also what I like to do is I like to save various Ziploc type bags, pouches from various things. So this was from like some metal type of like widgets or something like that. So I save them. Unfortunately, this one has holes, but it's okay if you have like some kind of seeds that are really big that you could stick in here. But same thing here. My husband got some male adapter type of thing from Lowe's, and it was for some kind of watering system. And it has a Ziploc top, and so if you want to gather seeds, save seeds after they're dry, you can stick them in these little pouches, you know, like staple it or just zip it and then store it upright like this. And you can share seeds with others, you can save seeds, so there's no reason to throw away perfectly good already made Ziploc bag type bags. And it keeps your seeds from being waterlogged, because some of the advantages of paper type of envelopes is it keeps the seeds from getting bad if they're not fully dry. But if you make sure your seeds are dry, paper envelopes are great, but these are even better because they keep your seeds from getting wet. Like say you forget to leave, and you leave your seeds outside and it rains, or you turn on the sprinkler and you left your seeds somewhere nearby, they're gonna get wet. But if you have an extra layer, you could even do a double layer. So put your seeds in an envelope and then stick them in this type of pouch, and they'll be double protected. So another thing I recently got, this is from Costco. I got it on Costco online, and they're pruning shears, and they have the fine tip, so they're good for houseplants. They're pretty sturdy, and it came in a pack of 15 for only $45, which is a great deal. And you might wonder why so many. Well, I'm going to give some to some friends and family, and also to have several here, because you can lose them easily, but also that's a really great deal, the quantity, and it looks like really good quality, very sharp, easy to prune and make nice cuts, nice clean cuts. Also on seedlings, that if you oversow seedlings and they're too close together, you can easily get in there and cut out the weaker plants and thin them out. So that's a good place to get it from. This is the Fiskars brand pruning snip, and I also have the more sturdier for larger branches pruners for bigger jobs. And then over here I have this acrylic painter set, and it has dual tips, so it has a thin tip and the thicker tip. And I was looking for something that is able to, that's colorful, and look at all the uses that it can be used for: stones, mugs, ceramics, leather, skin, paper, glass, cloth, metal, plastic, and wood. That is so awesome. And so the purpose is, I'm going to have my children decorate some rocks, and I'll put them, kind of scatter them all over the garden, and it'll look pretty, and they can be creative, and also they can be used to mark the stones. So wherever you grow carrots or celery, you can label them with the rocks. So I thought that was a good idea. Or you could do it with wooden stakes to label your plants. But mostly it's for decorative purposes, because I really love that when I see little decorated rocks with different pictures. People are so creative, and it brings a lot of joy to the garden.